Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I got 30 minutes. Okay, so today's November 6th, and we have things to talk about. I wrote some shit down first thing this morning when I saw the results. First of all, we're not gonna blame people who didn't want to vote for a war criminal or a felon. Okay? Second of all, those are not the people to blame. The powers that be are going to tell you that we're the ones to blame, and you'll believe them. Anyway, okay. So yesterday's vote was for patriarch, white supremacy, and dictatorship. Okay? So that side really fucking showed up. And Democrats, once again, like for the past, since Obama, have been offering a candidate which they know is going to split the vote, right? They consistently offer a candidate who is moderate at best, and that splits the vote, right? Bernie Sanders would have been someone that would have won votes if the Democrats would have, Democrats are always going to do this because they align more with Republicans than they do socialists or people who really do want systemic change, right? Also, we need to remember that the whole thing has been bought and sold by corporations, Israel, and greed, essentially. We also need to remember that this country was founded on slavery, on genocide. And I think that is the number one decolonizing that we really need to understand, right? We also need to understand that in the democratic electoral politics that are the United States, the Electoral College has the final say. So ultimately, okay, so what we need to remember is that live is evil backwards. Evil is live backwards, okay? So, evil is live backwards. What that means is in order to defeat it, we have to live, right? We have to be living to our fullest potential. We have to be stepping into our skills, our passions, what gives you life, right? How do you defeat evil? You step into what gives you life, okay? This isn't just all power to the people. This is all power to the living and those who want and support life. This is an initiative of land back, okay? Those of you who are on this channel are probably people who are seeking something different, right? And I'm letting you know, the work has to start and continue, okay? We can't just sit aside, right? I took yesterday off because my internet's not working. It still isn't working. You can see it. The guy's gonna come today sometime. And now, I actually have a few repair people coming. My landlord and his butt I'm not worried about at all. But because of last night's vote, I am nervous to have men in my house as a single woman. So let's talk about self-defense. This one's for the ladies. I have several mechanisms of self-defense on me at all times, okay? I have them strategically planted around my house, okay? I sleep with them, okay? So, get prepared, because when you are prepared, you don't have to feel scared or nervous about anything. Men are going to, this was a vote for the patriarch. Men are going to think that they can up the violence. This vote and the way that this election went is a green light for violence, not only for women, for people who are marginalized, okay? listen to what Trump says. He tells you exactly what he wants to do to people who do not support him or the agenda. Okay? Don't look past that. He's telling you exactly. Okay? These people who voted this man in are attempting to change the Constitution. Okay? And it only takes, like, I think, 32 states or something? They're trying to change the Constitution. So we are now living under dictatorship, okay? And it might not look like that yet, but Trump has said, I'm gonna be the last president, okay? And y'all let him back in the office, okay? And I know you're probably looking at me like I did that, right? I didn't vote for him. And I didn't vote for Kamala. And I mean, they're rubbing elbows, okay? And so if you can't see that, if you can't see, what's that line in that Sage Francis song? Republican, Republicrat, Democrat. They're the same fucking thing, okay? They serve the same people, okay? Anyway, I woke up to fucking snow today. What the fuck? It's like 90 degrees like 2 weeks ago. So, also climate change. Okay, fuck. I've already had a good cry today, but it was because I was watching a movie, okay? It really didn't have anything to do with... I mean, I think it is. So, I would say, and I took some notes and just wrote... the divisions will be drawn dramatically, okay? We will come the fuck together, okay? What that's gonna take is you really coming into your own, right? Coming into who you are, what you can offer the world. And remember that we need to be building these networks, right? We're not gonna sit on the sidelines and let shit happen, okay? Out of ego, out of own world, this will require each of us. Okay, so yeah, get out of ego, get out of... you being the center of your own little world. Pay attention to what's going on, okay? And ultimately, what did you expect, okay? People have been turning a blind eye to genocide, and now, a lot of white Americans are like, oh no, what the fuck? Bitch, okay? It's a karma. You get what you give, okay? You didn't give two fucks about people experiencing it, now it's your turn. We've been trying to tell you that. All right? That's why people wanted to vote for a third party, because Jill Stein did align with our, values, okay? The coming years are going to be rocky. More will be shaken awake. Global resistance networks are built. We will persevere. The empire is falling. Fuck Trump, not my president. 2016 vibes. So listen to those songs. Fuck Donald Trump. You remember that hip hop? Anyway, Donald Trump and white supremacy won again. The existential dread is dreading, okay? We have work to do. We join existing efforts. We become strong pillars, okay? For our friends and the most affected. We wield our own privileges whenever necessary. And we keep working towards a future for all, except supremacists, okay? Listen to Rebel Diaz as well. Which side are you on? There's literally only two sides, okay? You either are pro-human, pro-life, or you're not. The Hopi prophecy also says that there's going to be a day when the light-skinned race, because we do have white privilege, so we've been able to not pay attention or be affected by things, right? And that has caused what is liberalism, what was Kamala Harris being the candidate. That's what the Democratic Party always does this, okay? They always do. We call on Gaia to guide, ground, and support us as we continue to fight for liberation. You got nothing to fucking lose, all right? Put your big boy, big girl, big they pants on. Ooh, these boots were made for walking kind of energy. Really, I would say channel your inner angst from teenage years. Get pissed. Be pissed. Feel however you feel. Cry if you need to. Snuggle up if you need to. Do whatever you need to feel better. Take today to do that, but don't stay in that energy. Maybe while you're doing that, Google what's around you. Like, Google those existing efforts that already exist. Try to network and reach out to and be surrounded by people with like minds. And yeah, we have work to do, okay? I think I'm gonna end it here. I don't have internet right now, but I am gonna try and upload this on my data. It'll probably take like 5 hours. So when my internet is fixed and I get that back today, I'm not sure what happened. I'll be back for some more stuff. But yeah, do what you need to do. The only thing I would advise not to do is blame each other. Don't do that. Okay, and I know I said some pretty blamey things in this segment, but I'm just trying to awaken you to how this shit works, okay? When you have a flip-flop back and forth every 4 to 8 years of either or everything, right? We've been progressively going, no, this way, the right, which is your left, so it doesn't matter either way. We've been progressively allowing these things, right? We have the other side is very, very organized, because when you're vampires who have been alive for hundreds of years, you have organizations and wealth in place, okay? A little bit about the apocalypse for people who are going to be like apocalyptic. Really something that helped me with that, because I get into that thinking sometimes too, is that people who are indigenous or marginalized have been living in a post-apocalyptic world, right? As we have been progressing, okay? Yeah. So don't lose hope. We've done this before, and really show out and show up. You wield your privilege, however that is for you. Whatever you can do, do it, and join existing efforts within that as well. So find community organizations, nonprofits, grassroots in your area, and support them with your time, donations, resources, accessibility. If you have access to spaces that you can, I've talked about being an infiltrate of a Klan meeting, right? Like, these are real things that white folks can do. Having those conversations with your relatives, if you're able to, sometimes, after years and years of trying to have those conversations, move on, talk to more people, use your social media platforms for more than just your own thing, right? This is how we get out of our ego, get out of our own world. We are going to have to come together. The Supreme Court has pushed a lot of things out of the way for federal regulation. Everything is going back on the states. I would say keep your wits about you about civil war. I don't see that happening right now because of the way that the election went. The other side is the one that, is more violent. We know this. But remember that this was a green light, okay? Remember that this was a green light for folks to up the ante. They are feeling very supported in their supremacy, and in their misogyny, and in their racism, okay? In their entitlement, in their colonial lineage, okay? But on the other side of that, right? Which side are you on? If that's not your jam, join the revolution, okay? Another thing that can give you a lot of hope is looking at, type in to Google, revolutionary quotes from the Black Panthers, quotes from the Civil Rights Movement, quotes from, you can even see what Palestinians are saying today. Follow Bassan, follow Motaz, listen to Macklemore's music, Rebel Diaz, Sage Francis, who else? Killer Mike, I think. I don't know who did the fuck Donald Trump. Get your get your energy up, all right? By people have been creating art to resist, okay? And if you're new to the movement, check out what's already been created, all right? You don't need to create new shit all the time, all right? Join existing efforts. So take a day to do what you want. Remember that the blame game is not going to benefit any of us, because there's good versus evil, right? And that's the thing. The veil is thin. The veil has exposed the truth. More people would like to align with dictator supremacy, right, than jump off of the two-party system and vote for third party. But I don't even think the Electoral College does that. And I haven't really seen a lot about the things. I just saw that he won. So, yeah. Be careful with, get self-defense too, you know, and keep it everywhere. But make sure you keep it in a place where it can be used on you, right? But yeah, Zionism, supremacy, patriarch, they all got the green light, okay? So if you are a person, what are you doing? No. If you are a person who is impacted by that stuff, you know, join us all. And I want to show you this. I think I shared this the other. What are you two doing? No, no, no to both of you. No, we're not doing this. No. No. Okay. Anyway, I want to show you this. Alright. This is a really beautiful piece of work. Yeah, remember that, I mean, here we are. What did we expect, right? Okay. Have a good one.